It's very exciting. Everyone's out of the woodwork now this week. So the Kate saga continues, and Dan Wootton has explained that there's been a bidding war between the Daily Mail and the Sun for the picture taken by, I think his name was Nelson Silver, but I mean, certainly he's the person who's come out and said that he saw Kate and William walking around the farm shop for about 40 minutes, looking very relaxed, telling people to lay off her, and he's convinced that it's actually her, that it's not Heidi Aggon, who's one of the people who's impersonated Kate over the years. Anyway, apparently, according to Dan Wootton, the Daily Mail was bidding 140,000 for the picture, this blurred picture taken by presumably Silver, but it was won by the Sun, which put in a bid for 200,000. The figures here are comparable to the sort of figures that were paid for pictures of the former Princess of Wales, Diana. And this is for the picture of Catherine and William, the blurry picture of Catherine and William in the farm shop. And it was negotiated by Rebekah Brookes, she of the phone tapping story, the escapade, the person who Rupert Murdoch treated like a daughter, the daughter he never had or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know whether Nelson Silver, actually got anything like that money because he'd sold the photo to the Southwest News, and they had then conducted this bidding war with the national red-topped tabloids. It's an astonishing bit of eager bidding, not seen, as Dan points out, since the days of Diana, and equally, I doubt that the member of the public, who I presume is Nelson Silver, it may not be, got much of that money. Now, another story which has come out in the last few hours is that there's yet another photograph. So yesterday there was the photograph of the Queen with her grandchildren, and then today there's a photograph of the baptism of Archie, and apparently that's also been withdrawn by the news agency Getty because it also shows signs of being touched up, digitally enhanced. It was taken by Chris Allerton, who strenuously denies that any sort of touching up ever went on with the royal people in that photograph. It was taken on July the 6th, 2019. And then the other story, which has dominated the headlines this morning, again about the Princess of Wales, is that staff at Kate's Hospital, that's the London clinic, have illicitly tried to access her records, allegedly. And so this is all about a security breach, and one employee has been caught, apparently. It's called a major security breach, but the last time this sort of thing happened, it led to the death of Mrs. Saldana or someone. I forget the exact details, but a very tragic situation. You know, so much pressure is put on people who work around the royal circles to betray the knowledge that they've clearly got, and people also they're living on a pittance. The government has made this significantly worse, and people are supposed to behave honourably. Well, I think they should behave honourably, but the sort of pressure which is put on individuals to betray the trust that has been placed in them is astronomical and seems to get bigger and bigger as time goes by. I have great sympathy for these people, though I think it shouldn't matter whether somebody is whoever anybody is going into a hospital. They should be able to rely on privacy and rely on the professionalism of the people who are there to care for them. But it is a huge ask, and and when hospital nurses are struggling to meet their bills, when they aren't allowed to park in the hospital grounds. That's certainly true of NHS staff. I don't know quite how badly the staff at the London clinic are treated, but I imagine there's a strain. So I'm very sorry about that, and I'm sorry on all sides, really. It's a messy and unpleasant story, and as I say, so many people dug out of obscurity, like Dan Wootton and Rebekah Brookes, to furnish details in this gathering storm.